Alrighty. And why did my game freeze? There we go. Okay. Alright, let's get this started here, shall we? Ganyu, accept quest. Navigate. But we'll go there in just a moment because I still have to get these things. The fact that there's a cooldown on these sucks. Alrighty. Let's go here, because we're still working on this. Hence that. There we go. Alright, now I can go down here. Wait, did I leave a specialty? Did I forget a regional specialty? I did. I forgot 2 of them yesterday. 3 of them. I think when next time I see Ganyu on a banner is like when I'm going to pre-farm to like the amount that people normally do for this game. Just knocked a bunch of DS games on the ground. That's not great.
We are Miss Ningbong's private secretaries, not servants.
Well, with how people treat secretaries, sadly. You know.
Have you seen this Ganyu traveler?
No, I haven't. Not since the Janyun story quest yesterday.
It has been several days since Ganyu left for Janyun Post. She's the general secretary of the Liu Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Why did she go?
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liu, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna just like tell them to go fuck themselves completely or anything. That'd be kind of rude.
The latest news about the crisis.
I just realized I can hydrate myself with a redeem.
Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liu. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai saying there is still so much to do.
Yeah, I can relate.
She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Maybe she's napping.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
Because you guys are having to pick up the slack for once?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers.
Probably because she's carrying your guys' ass?
When we first heard the 3 of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
Maybe Ganyu's like me, just starts taking everybody else's work onto them. Just that way other people are more comfortable.
That Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the 3 of us are used to doing.
Yeah, shouldn't you get back to work?
I don't even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a short breather like like we are now.
Now, how do you think Ganyu feels, not even getting that breather?
Looks like you got a serious emergency on your hands.
Speaking of Julian Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course, we've been there lots of times.
Ah, that's good news. Could you go to Julian Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. Ah,
So you guys can slack off, give all the work back to Ganyu.
I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode.
No, song.
You might as well start looking for her there.
Oh, okay. Her abode.
It's about time she came back.
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first.
Her abode, you say?
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outside?
Not after yesterday.
Paimon hopes we can find her there.
I have to let my stamina recharge, or else I would have gone kersplat. It'd be really funny if they actually like fix it later, whereas if you do them out of order, like where they're at will change. Cause yeah, knock knock, Cloud Retainer, you here? You! No. Wait, can you still sell stuff? Why did they give her blue text if she's not going to sell anything? That's kind of pointless. I know I'm talking to myself, but still. To tell the truth, I don't even know why I stream anymore. I really don't. Oh wait, hang on a second, I forgot to do something here. Copy. Go here. Twitter. There we go. Now we can continue unabated. Actually, can I make any, Sweet Madeline, Elephant Egg. I need to buy more ingredients, but I also need to stockpile money again. Let's get that, there we go.
Person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
Okay, let's talk to her cryo to cryo. Go, go, go.
Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here?
Your lazy coworker sent us to find you because they couldn't.
I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting.
Damn, no,
for
good.
us.
That's good for you. That's good, Ganyu.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back?
What?
No, Ganyu, do the self-care, please.
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti and
They're giving you way too much work. Yeah, screw them.
I knew it was matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
It's kind of a little sad that we did the story quest out of order, and we got the, we did Ganyu, which we already know she's gonna go back to being their secretary.
I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Bai Shao, and Bai Shu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Jueyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains...
At least there's some vacation time, that's good.
I feel better now.
What?
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Sorry, I'm time traveling. We already got you moved into Liyue Harbor.
Cloud Retainer? We're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow. You Adepti really are impressive.
Wait, Paimon set foot.
To chat about the old
Pretty sure
times with Ganyu.
Paimon has never actually
Quite well.
walked.
Ah, the matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, yes. Do tell us about Ganyu as a kid.
Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Everyone wants to hear it.
Small Ganyu? Small Ganyu?
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed.
Is that why Shinra asked during Lantern Right?
One was still taking care of her. One was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep. Plump she was back then.
Oh.
Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Oh.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
It seems you didn't read the room, Adeptus.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that
Damn.
so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in dread...
I just want to see it eventually, like a conversation where Cloud Retainer just loses all formality and like either the language and just starts going like dropping swear words or whatnot. Just that angry.
Most benevolent among all Adepti
I think it could be
of the
funny.
Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist...
Please tell me we're not gonna have to like save Ganyu from suicide or something. That would actually be kind of like screwed up.
Her loneliness and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
The art for this is amazing.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts alone. She will find her predicament hard.
It's just me or is the volume on some of this like a little wonky?
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong.
Yeah, they want to slack off and keep using her. So no, I think Ganyu's right.
Talking about.
She should have just stayed over here.
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Julian Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end. She should be in the southern part of Mount Altsong right now, preparing for the trial.
What?
Is
What?
that so? Let's go take a look then.
Like, it's like some of the lines have reverb, and then others just don't. That's weird. That's gonna be Geo Traveler stuff. Oh, Ganyu.
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here?
I think we've made it clear that I am not exactly human, and neither is Paimon.
For too long. Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training.
Yay!
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine.
Oh,
If you're
okay.
ready, we shall...
Oh, shit.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
I don't know if I get it.
Wow! Ganya's a really awesome shooter.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna come up here, right?
completed the task. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, hey, being is not easy because I hate time trials.
Reptile and humans alike.
Ganyu, where was the training was over?
The training's not over yet.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other acceptors?
Is it Mooncarver?
The only
Who is it?
conqueror of demons.
Huh.
Zhao?
So it's Shin.
Oh, yep, okay, it is Zhao.
Cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first too. But I believe he's already waiting for me.
Of course we are.
Great, we gotta go talk to Zhao. Zhowie, Zhao, Zhao. Do you want to fight those guys? Not particularly. Hey, you murderer, how you doing?
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't
Dudes.
require any mutual understanding between us.
Quit being an asshole.
Helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of.
And you're either an asshole or an asshole. Oh, guess you know what you are.
You should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and
No,
the
he doesn't.
mind.
He's a jerk.
If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
I'm not even getting a chance to investigate, like... Okay, now I can. Okay. Amos bow. I have one of those. Wait, is the Amos bow her signature? Interesting. And they gave her at level 90. Okay, no one charge attack damage for 12 seconds. Oh, she can hit hard. Decreases cryo res. And gets energy. Okay. Okay, so she seems like pretty good. Okay. Wait, who was your VA again? Jennifer Losi. Wait, I didn't want to hit that again. Sorry, my bad.
Healthy body, healthy mind. The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Fear not. What's a little thunder when even lightning wouldn't dare strike our path?
Shower me with good.
Overruled.
Let's just wail on these guys because that's going to be the easier thing.
Laid to bed.
Sorry, I needed to heal up there. Webcam be in a minute. Yeah, it's because people don't show up to streams anymore, so I don't really care anymore.
I've completed your trial.
I'm just gonna.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking only
I'm just
you
gonna
to
stream
evaluate
pretty
the
much just for
results
VODs.
of this trial.
That also nobody watches. So.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors.
I've been trying to show up and watch it.
I'll leave him to
It's
you,
okay.
but
Don't worry about it.
It's also a...
Pesky visitor? So even...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis. I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain?
Totally.
Great. My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please...
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
Thank you for the Oratrice.
Battle, but talking to strange humans is a different story, huh?
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point.
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclude.
For free? Do you mean that...
That's not what I
Yeah, let's charge him. No, just charge him. We need the money, Ganyu. It's fine.
Everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Maybe your old man's right.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships. But are
I
also
forgot that's what it
full of
was,
joy.
and I don't know why I was
A
expecting
person of
Eminem.
your age should focus on work and family instead of chasing.
Yeah, I don't
after
listen to
fairy
Eminem.
tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti...
Buddy, I am friends with the Adepti around here. I pretty much got adopted by Cloud Retainer yesterday.
Looking for Ganyu after all.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
If I had to pick a singer to actually have like alerts from, it'd probably be Mori Calliope
Don't let that guy ruin your mood.
or Amelie.
It's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
No, you aren't.
As an Adeptus,
It's true. Just believe us.
When do we get to fight somebody?
I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said,
But the
I'll
new
still
album
trust
wasn't
my
too
initial
good to me.
judgment.
Yeah, like I said, I don't listen to Eminem.
If I'm proven right, I'll
Yeah,
go
so
to Jueyun Karst.
I can send you the site that does that. It's pretty much it's like a Discord plugin. So it won't do that obviously when the rigging is done. But you know. Oh, 8,000. Kale's bow gonna pop off. So yeah, it's just a plugin that does it. It actually dims it as like a dimming bit for when I'm quiet. Oh, right. Ah, the letter of thanks. Ningguang giving out Clearwater Jade. Okay. Yo, thank you for the 2 bits. I need to fix the sound on that because that's very loud. It's actually the first bits in over a month.
Come on, Ganyu. We're almost there.
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's
Mm-hmm,
right.
mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea.
It wasn't loud on my end, just high pitch? Okay, so it's loud in my ear and my headphones.
Happy to come with.
To the wharf. Yeah, okay, so like one thing with Genshin is like I've been saying, I was like I wish that the playable NPCs still showed up in the overworld when you're even not in their story quest, because like having Shenhe just be in like just show up at like Wanmin restaurant or something like that, I think it would actually add a little bit to the world rather than you never will see this character in between the events. What? Gotta be freaking kidding me. I've gotta do more shit. So this makes literally just okay. So does that mean I can like go back over to the quest now? We were doing a story quest. Where was it? Ah, right. I have to finish the. Why, Genshin? Why do you do this? Wow, Twitch is surprisingly younger than I thought. She was 11. Yeah, I think it was like ZTV or something like that. Or... it was something before it was called Twitch. Wrong game! There we go.
The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy.
Yeah, so you need to take a day off or two.
Long time.
Or 3, you know, at least 2 off a week. That'd be nice. I wish I was guaranteed 2 off a week.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Julian.
2007, yeah.
Is that? It is! It's Lady Ganyu. I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Please don't also start calling
Little
me
Miss
that.
Ganyu.
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien.
He is what?
That's alright. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Chising, the Tianshu.
What? His grandpa is a member of the Chising?
Paimon just insulting everybody who's just around by proxy.
I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed
Oh,
guards.
speaking of Justin, I found someone who used to sit
Most
next
people's
to in
eyes,
class,
I'm
became a
just
pretty big
pet
hip
for
hop
the
rapper.
wordy old man.
Uncle
Justin.
Tian is too
I don't know who
modest.
Justin
He's
is.
been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an honor to receive such high praise from Lady Ganyu herself. I guess I must have done something right.
We all told him he should release music back in 3rd grade, and he didn't until his 20s. I mean, it takes time to
Uncle
polish
Tian,
your skills
please.
and stuff.
A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. It's not intentional, just a habit from my younger days. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the cheese sink.
Because she's been around for so long.
Many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Kila High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
He had a natural talent actually when it came to it, just
I
he didn't get
don't know myself,
until he got
really.
bored one day,
She's
but
all grown
isn't
up now and
but his
doesn't like to
enjoying
ask
life.
my help. May I
Huh.
trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then. To Yuhai Pavilion.
Oh, of course, it's gonna make me go and do a different quest than the one I actually want to do. Probably because somebody around here is gonna also be in this quest that I need. Because that's just how this damn game goes. Would you like to progress? No, too bad. Here's a quest. Oh. Okay. I can buy the books depending on if you should make a sandwich or not. Do it. If you need the food, do it. What I have a feeling Fable has actually like read all these item descriptions and like has them memorized. I just have this feeling, you know, that you're hungry but not hungry. Okay, so you're essentially just doing boredom eating. I mean, you can, but I don't think it's advised. All right. here's Ganyu.
Huh. I don't know why, but indeed, it has been a while, Weishin. I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked, abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
You know what I mean.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuahai Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent...
No, I'm hungry, but don't know if I'm hungry enough for a whole sandwich, then make a half sandwich.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Then what's do the other half? No, you don't make the full sandwich. You just make a half a sandwich.
Is there any solution you can
Like,
advise?
take one piece of bread, cut it in half, and
I've
then
dealt
do what
with similar issues
you're gonna
hundreds
do.
of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. Alright. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Her eyes are also really pretty.
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares.
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique.
Yes, you're right.
Did one of them pay for something to attack the other? Because there has not been a whole lot of combat. I thought we'd get like some big boss fight, maybe. Well, obviously not like a trounce domain, like, but like something.
I suppose you're about...
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuahai Pavilion. Should we
Ooh.
need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? That rascal Dongshun. He's stealing all...
Oh, I thought you were telling me to make a sandwich cut in half and put the other French. No, just
Second
like
Life's credit has always been excellent.
make from the
Based on
get-go
their
half
tax
of a
records, their
sandwich.
business is thriving.
Tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best.
Why? Because you pull the same
If you don't
tactics?
believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
That's really petty.
Please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read line by line and word by word.
Oh boy.
Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for
Pokemon
himself.
logic makes me confused. A lot of video game logic can leave people confused.
Of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
But, Miss Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters,
You want
might
people
still
at a
have some
picnic
proof of it.
according to Pokemon. Oh. Yeah, especially the Pokemon lore, especially when you look at like Legends, Arceus, and then like the rest of it. It's like some of this is just like the physics of it make no sense. Like Macargo being hotter than the surface of the sun. The air would probably be so superheated it would be melting towns.
You won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence. That's the best way to show your gratitude.
I'm afraid I can't go to Jinxa Village.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, that's so considerate of you.
Alright, Chingsei Village. At least you'll be able to roast a marshmallow. Oh yeah, well your flesh also gets melted off of your body. Bro, I'm starting to doze off a little bit here. Hey, buddy.
How can an old carpenter like me help you? I am usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always
That's for the doctor to worry about, not you. No, I think it'd be just for us to worry about.
Hey, I heard that, flying one.
I'm sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. Dangshin bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you...
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
I don't know, pretty easily probably.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Well, of course you can. But I'm not...
What?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents but some troublemakers have recently...
There we go, there's a fight.
Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Oh, we are so using Ganyu for this fight.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait, I think I saw one of those...
Oh, Paimon Season 2! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting something against me.
They're the scoundrels who invaded Loose warehouse.
Ever since
Plotting against Liyue Harbor? Ooh, we're going to war.
Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small... Besides, I can already feel my intuition as the secretary of the Qixing.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Yeah! You! This is the guy who's lurking around.
About time you tell us your plan. No? We just taught you a lesson, but clearly attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue,
Well,
we'll be
come
forced
on.
to use harsher methods.
No. Let's use the harsher ones already. Fine.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Chinksa village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to...
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
I see a blue ghost must be shiny.
I rarely have a free morning, and I heard
He's
that
not a
there are
ghost.
berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim.
Well, yeah, we just showed him and whooped
So you
him
have
in
nothing
front of
to
his
do with
berries.
the occupation of-
Fimo Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came...
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse.
I missed
Oh, so I went the
situation
blue,
and offended
the
you.
blue get
My
thing that was
apologies.
floating.
Our-
Oh,
Our exchange
Farina's
only
little
represents
things,
my
okay.
personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil
I'd beat you up and I can get away with it with no problem. Is what she's telling
As
him.
an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in.
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face when bullying me?
You're Fatui. It's pretty easy to bully you.
I'll get back to my berries.
Good choice.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Yeah, except for the House of Hearth. We like the House of Hearth.
moving towards Master
Did you ever play
Chief's
Overwatch? I've played like 2
Our
games in
goal
my
is to
entire
get
life.
the
That's it.
invoice, after all.
$173. Can I get closer? I can. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I've only played like 2 games of Overwatch in my life. I think I played some dude named Bastion. Oh, and there's a doodad here too. Okay. Oh, weird.
This is the warehouse. Seems like those private makers were nothing more than a few road churls. Let's show them what we got.
An impressive bounty. Transfixed. Overruled. Go on. Everlasting as the moon.
All clear. Quick, let's look around for the invoice.
Yeah, let's get the invoice.
This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangcheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too.
This man's doing stuff for Hu Tao. Oh, there we go.
We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Horseshoe!
We can get another chest out of this probably. Yeah? Yes, because it's like right there. Okay. It's probably just going to be a common. I'm now cold, my blanket fell, and I'm lazy. Oof.
An impressive bounty.
Ooh, that's more stuff to put into the bow. We got a while to go on the bow, but it's fine. I still have to stretch just my arm. Ugh. Just in case it started to auto put me into a cutscene there. I didn't want to die in a cutscene.
Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't.
I promise to help you, and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between.
Thank you so
Agreed.
I didn't think Ganyu's
We go to second
story quests would involve financial crimes, because it seems like something that'd be like more like a Yon Fairy quest. Which I'm totally allowed to have caffeine at this time. Oh boy. I'm not having caffeine because I still have to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning for work. What would I like to buy? This and that. Totally. Oh yeah, let's buy 100 rice. No, let's buy 100 shrimp meat. Got enough tofu and almonds. Okay. Oh, by the way, we're gonna start charging you for tax evasion.
Isn't it Macy from the UI? I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongshun, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to
Yeah,
pay.
we have you guilty.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongshun, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion.
Unless it was for his personal collection.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
Talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crump time for the finishing blow.
Mr. Dongshun, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Banmu Carpenters.
Whoopsie.
Master Lu, I didn't.
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction was absent from the tax record.
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't leave a single trace.
You're guilty. To jail with you. Blues, you're scared the living
We wouldn't
crap
have
out of
found
you.
out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Balai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me behind my back. He's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh?
Mr. Gangshan, I'd like...
Oh.
I don't think you'll need my
It was a
guidance.
fade to black.
Yes, thank you, Ms.
Strip
Ganyu.
them both of their business licenses?
I must say, you are truly your enemy knows to think. You came up with this plan.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshus. Oh,
My
hitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them.
I looked around to
drive
make sure I
down
wouldn't
from an
hit someone with my
advantageous
metal
position.
trailer door. Didn't
That's
see
how
anyone
Uncle
sleep.
Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure
Didn't
for
see
so
any.
many
Went to
years.
step down, then suddenly
Hopefully,
person.
that as Uncle
Oof.
Tian's daughter, you'd
Big
gradually
oof.
grasp your father's strategies. So,
And thank you
I
for the 2
decided
bits
to use
earlier.
one of your father's tricks
Again.
and play it out for you to see.
I can see it now. Clearly, I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Can we jump
You're the
high
greatest mentor I've ever
enough?
had.
I went back in.
Thank you.
Ganyu solved both potions work.
So Ganya's gonna get overtime because now she's technically working on vacation.
Oh, you've helped me
On her
so
day
much.
off, like she's gonna get overtime for this, right?
You must allow me to repay your kindness.
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious. It was nothing, really.
Then let me treat you to a meal.
Oh, you do not want to invite Paimon. Paimon's gonna make you go bankrupt, girl.
I appreciate your help.
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come on. It's just a meal.
Manners, Paimon.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline. It'll be my pleasure, Huixin.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment.
A kiosk? You couldn't even get one mean?
There in a while.
We could have had Shenhe in this story quest.
Such generosity.
The Cryo Duo. Oh. Mythic enhancement or... You know what we must do! I'm gonna make this bow level 90. Well, I gotta charge phone for a bit if you're still alive, so like I'll try and come back in. You know, you're fine. Like I said, I don't expect anyone to ever actually show up and watch anymore. I know that seems like very depressing to say, but it's kind of what the point that I've gotten to.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
That's so
Now
kind
Paimon's
of
gonna
you.
turn into a vacuum cleaner.
You went to great lengths to organize this.
No, I get it. It's not depressing. It is a little bit.
Apart from thanking you for all the help, there's something I'd like to tell you.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with, just tell me straight away. No need to
Please come back to work.
Oh, no.
Is that what you're gonna be asking?
Help. Could you just listen for a bit?
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl,
Oh.
even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff as a volunteer.
She's a Ganyu fan.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality,
Sounds like from my perspective, you're still doing what you try even with no one here.
turned out to be an
It's,
optimist.
it's a bit of a challenge to still go through and try and
Such
smile
an
and
outstanding secretary
commentate,
like you.
but
I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree.
you know, I don't know.
A great secretary in your own right.
I think I'm more built to be somebody supporting cast than
Over
I
the
am to be a
years,
main
I
act.
became a mother, too.
So Uncle Tian is
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough.
Well, hopefully she can start taking on more because, you know, Ganyu's been doing too much of the work, apparently.
So,
There'd always be a colossal, no. Not the
I bet
worst.
she'll have you
Not the arguably the worst region in Pokemon.
You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to
Kalos
do
is
it
like
that.
Kalos is like complete cakewalk.
Such
Cakewalk.
a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20 plus years too.
Gracian, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at
Swaddle's a
ease.
good mon.
Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Leo.
Are you gonna do a Swaddle only run of like Pokemon Black and White?
Changes it's gone through, the stories of its people, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness.
Because if so, good luck.
You don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people. of
I
Leo
don't
Harbor.
think.
Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and
I
long
don't think.
for me to
I don't
bear
think it'd be
witness to
possible.
their
I feel like it.
stories.
Swaddle's one of those that has like such a shallow move pool. You can't really do anything with it.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's
I basically did it for like 3 gyms and a Nuzlocke for
Even if
Black
I've
too.
really been
Oh jeez.
disappointed, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence.
Ganyu took time off for the first time in 1,000 years.
Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Paimon, we know that stomach's a black hole. Yeah, Laveni's actually like pretty decent early game, I feel like. It's when you get beyond that early game that it's a little bit like there's better options. From Arcanine like 5-8 levels higher. Well, Arcanine I think is more physical anyway, so like Fire Blast is not a move you really should be using with Arcanine, I think. I could be wrong though. But also could be doing with like investments. But if I don't know if it tanks it
Baisha, are you okay?
or it just takes a big hit from it.
Fall asleep standing up. Look who.
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all. We've been working for too long. If we didn't take a break, we wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all, given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
You guys should be her secretaries.
An adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it.
She's doing too much. She gets pay raise.
Oh, finally. We're saved.
She deserves a pay raise.
Yes. There's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now.
It was a fun adventure for me too.
To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than
I'm not exactly human.
I'd like to repay you when
I'm at least 516 years
What
old.
would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Free Ganyu?
Sure, but are you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Let's cross that bridge.
You have secretaries now. Make them do shit. Make your secretaries work. As I have just enough primos to get another one. Haha. We're saving up totally. Oh. So that's Ganyu's story quest, everybody. If you're watching this on Twitch, back on Twitch, make sure to follow for more, because obviously I still have a lot of story quests here to take care of. Nightland's coming out in just like 3 or 4 days, I think. And yeah, if you're watching this back on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell icon for notifications to be notified whenever there's a VOD upload from here on Twitch. With that being said, thank y'all so much for watching. Is there anybody I can technically raid? No, I think they're all doing their own thing. That's very different compared to Genshin.
Something you wish to report?
And I don't have any viewers right now anyway. So I'm just gonna end it here. Bye. Remember to take care of yourselves.